it boils down to execution. And I often, when I'm working with clients, I'm always telling them, like, listen, we like the planner you, but we also like the doer you. And we have to find a way to like shrink the planner and let the doer grow a little bit more because man, we can plan ourselves to death. We can look at all of the, well, when this is right and that's right. But man, at the end of the day, you've got to get out and execute. You've got to get out and just do what needs to be done to be able to get results, to move yourself to that next level. And you've got to be willing to sacrifice as well. So I think execution, I'm not surprised, not totally surprised to hear that that's, something that stands out.
Yeah, and like so the planning thing's important. Like, but that yeah, so that is. But you're right. Some people plan and plan and plan, and they just are so scared that they're going to lose money or it's not going to
Totally.
work out that they just don't do it. And that I'm a little bit the opposite of that, to a fault, a little bit. I don't do as much planning as I should. I if I'm thinking of starting a new business, I really ought to do a business plan and research the market and do
Sure.
all this stuff, and then implement it according to my business plan. That's not really my style, and it should be my style. I would be more successful if it was. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, what would be awesome is if I started this, and I just like buy all the stuff, and then I just like throw up some ads and like do whatever, and then like everybody tells me, why are you doing this and whatever, and sometimes it fails and sometimes it's awesome, and then I get sick
Oh, I
of it
love
and I
that.
hire somebody else to run it. But I will say though, there's a weakness of mine that I'm not great at the planning and like and strategizing. Like I just kind of like so I do things like I am that way,
Yeah.
but I probably am that way to a fault. So you need to strike a good balance. But I will say
Yep.
I've had some good successes because of the fact that I'm just like, this is a great idea, and I just like go and buy the dinosaurs, or I buy this, I'm gonna anyway and jump in full
Yeah.
with both feet, because I think usually when people aren't successful, it's because they don't do that. So I think the doing it is even more important than the planning stages.
Yeah.
You'll figure out the planning as you go. You might make mistakes. See, I make a lot of mistakes along the way, and so I ought to plan better.
But I don't know that the planning always equates to less mistakes. Honestly, because I mean, if you think about where even your business is now, look at all the iterations and pivots that you've made as a result of doing and learning and then changing. And I think about my own business and how many iterations I've gone through and just the name and what's the products that I offer. And now I feel like I'm finally settling on, okay, this is what I do. This is where I'm good. And I don't think I could have ever planned any of that, right? I maybe could have done market research. I maybe could have done the business plan, but kind of like you, I'm thinking I just want to go and I'll learn along the way and pivot and iterate because I see people all the time where they've got this great idea and they've got it in this nice, neat little package and they're just petrified to put it out there because they think one, somebody else is going to steal it, and two, they're afraid to even see if it will work. So, but what they don't know is that once you put it out there, you immediately start getting feedback and then you're probably going to change it anyways.